Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I hope you're all doing well. So today is our first asynchronous class, and for that purpose, it's very important for you to have your resource material with you while taking any class. And today's English class, and it's our first lecture, so I'll be giving you 10 seconds. Just go and bring your learner's book, workbook, and English notebook and keep it by your side. Right, so while taking any asynchronous class, all right, your resource material should be present with you before time. So your time starts now. Just go and bring your learner's book, workbook, and English notebook and keep it by your side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So let's start our lesson for today. As you can see, there are a few sentences that are written in front of you. So there are some errors, there are some mistakes that are present in these three sentences. What you are supposed to do is just take out your notebooks, English notebooks, write mention online work, and point out the mistakes in these sentences. Just simply write down the mistakes, only the mistakes. Okay? Just write down the mistakes. Whatever you think is the mistake, it could be ranging from signs, symbols, or capitalization of letters. Anything. Just write it down. Just write down the mistake uh, and point out the error in these three sentences. For that purpose, I'll be giving you 20 seconds, and your time starts now. All right, your time's up. Time's up. So let's discuss what are the possible mistakes that are in these sentences. First of all, the M should have been capitalized because it is present at the start of the sentence, and the first letter in the start of the sentence is always capital. Secondly, Sarah, then it's a name, and hence it should be capitalized as well. The first letter should be capitalized as well. Sarah's S would be capitalized. Thirdly, there should be a full stop at the end of this statement. So I'll be adding a full stop at the end. So these are the symbols, all right. Secondly, where where is present at the beginning of a sentence, so it would also be capitalized. The W would also be capitalized, and I will be coloring it green. I'll be coloring it blue. Sorry, I'm really sorry for that. Secondly, it's a question. You're asking something, so it should end with a question mark. Thirdly, the third sentence, hurrah, the H should be capitalized. Why? Because again, it's present in the start of the sentence. Last but not the least, it should end with a sign which is an exclamation mark. I'll be coloring it blue as well. So these were a few mistakes that were present. So why are these considered mistake? Because when we write sentences, when we speak, we need special signs to help readers understand them. When we write, we need symbols, we need signs to help readers understand them. And these signs are called as punctuation marks, obviously. What are these called? These are called as punctuation marks. I'll be writing it here. Punctuation marks. And while speaking, my voice is not going to sound the same for every sentence. It will have some ups and downs. Uh, it would have some flow which is different from the others. For example, let me just give you an example that if I am speaking three sentences, you have to find that whether my voice sounds similar in each sentence. All right, I am Ali. Are you Ali? Oh wow! So in these three, in these three sentences that I spoke, my voice, my pitch, my tone varied. All right. So it did not sound similar. So when we speak, sometimes our voice stops, just like I'm Ali. Sometimes we ask, all right, are you Ali? And sometimes it shows excitement. Oh, wow. Oh my God. Hurrah. So all of these are uh, all of these variations are because of these punctuation marks. So to understand punctuation marks more thoroughly, I would insert a picture for you all and we will understand this concept. I'll be inserting the picture now. Alright girls, you can see it in front of you. So there are some signs that are present. The first one is this is comma. Alright, so you use it when taking a break or while listing items. For example, I brought some milk, water, and sugar. So to separate milk and water, you'll be using a comma in between the two words at the bottom. Alright, so let me write it for you over here. I bought milk, sugar, and what did we, okay, water. So, girl, we used comma in between milk and sugar. So while listing items, you use comma at the bottom of the word. Secondly, we have a full stop, a stop, the red one. It says that stop, please. It asks you to stop the sentence, that the sentence is ending over here. Do not continue it. Or the statement is ending over here, just like we used in the previous sentence and water. So after water, I have used a full stop. Next, the third one is the question mark. And it says that use me whenever asking a question. You can see the facial expressions of these as well. So whenever asking a question, you'll be using a question mark. For example, are you coming to school today? Are you taking the class today? All right. So I'll be ending these sentences with a question mark. The fourth one is this, which is exclamation mark. All right. So exclamation mark is used to show joy, to show excitement, to show strong feelings and emotions. All right. So I have also written it over it. Just let's use it in a sentence. For example, I can say, oh my God, wow, we won the wow. All right. So for these, I'd be using exclamation mark at the end of the sentence or between the sentence, at the end of excitement, whatever the word you have used. All right. So there is one more thing that you guys need to know, which is an apostrophe. Let me insert another file attachment with and share it with you. It's quite fun while seeing the pictures and understanding the concepts. Right. So, so you can see what an apostrophe is in front of you. I hope it's visible to you. An apostrophe is similar to comma, but it is present above the letter. All right. When do we use apostrophe? There are two uses of it. Apostrophe is used to show possessives. Instead of saying wallet for Ali, or the wallet that belongs to Ali, I would say Ali's wallet, and I'll combine Ali with the wallet by using apostrophe S. Secondly, apostrophe is used for contractions. To combine two words, we use apostrophe sometimes. For example, they have is converted into they've, are not is converted into aren't, they will be converted into they'll. Okay, girls and boys. So let's just do our exercise of our workbook. I hope it's clear to you. Take out your workbooks, page number 120. I'll be reading this for you. 5.12, improving your letter. So the instruction, so the title is that how you are going to write a letter. While writing a letter, it's very important that you have to improve it by using punctuation marks. Right? And punctuation is important in your writing. It's very, very important in your writing. So we use a capital letter at the beginning of a sentence. Whenever the sentence starts, at the beginning of the sentence, you'll be using a capital letter. Number two, when do we use a capital letter? For people's name and place names. Secondly, end every sentence with a full stop. For every sentence, you'll be using a full stop, a question mark, or an exclamation mark. It will be according to the nature of the statement, according to the nature of the sentence. For a question, you'll be using a question mark. For example, where are you going? For a statement, for a simple statement, you'll be using a full stop, and you'll be using an exclamation mark for strong feelings, emotions, and joy, as we have already discussed. Number three, use comma to separate items in a list. Whenever there is a list that is given to you, you'll be separating it by using a comma. Last but not the least, use an apostrophe. As we have understood it earlier, apostrophe, this is the symbol of apostrophe, comma above the word. So apostrophe to show where you have joined two words together and shortened them. Whenever you have joined two words together, for example, for I am, for example, there is a word I am. I will be, I can, instead of saying I am simply, what else can I say? I can say I am, apostrophe M. So it's very easy. For there, it would be there. For they have, it would be they have. I want you to come up with more contractions in your LMS homework, or while submitting your work on LMS. All right. Add the missing punctuation to this letter. Write any missing capital letter. So this is your first exercise. There is a paragraph that has been written for you. You have to capitalize the letters where needed. For example, if there is a name of a place or a person, specific person, you'll be capitalizing the first letter. Number two, whenever the sentence begins, you'll be capitalizing that letter too, the first letter of every sentence too. All right. So let's start it. I'll be reading it for you, and you'll be doing it at your home after taking the class. Dear Arturo, I can't believe that it's been a week since I last saw you. So much has happened in the week. I was so pleased to get back to school and meet class 3 again. I knew it would be exciting to hear about their lessons with the other teacher. I asked them to write about what they had been doing. Since I last saw them, they have been very busy. What have you been doing? I wish I didn't live so far away. It would be so good to see you more often. Love from Auntie Sonia. Our success criteria is, remember, girls and boys, that you have to end the sentence with a full stop. If it's a question, you have to end it with a question mark. If it's an exclamation, if it's showing strong feelings, you'll be ending it with an exclamation mark. And you have to separate the items, if there are present any, with a comma, and join words to shorten them by using apostrophe. Thank you so much. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.